Welcome back programmers. In the today's section we are gonna learn JavaScript. Now if you are here, so I know you know what is JavaScript. JavaScript is a top rated language in 2020. But there is one problem. If you want to learn JavaScript, so you should know basic knowledge of HTML and CSS programming language. Now if you know what is HTML and CSS, and if you know basic things of HTML CSS language, so you can learn JavaScript. But if you don't know, so this is our first video of our playlist. So in the today's video I am gonna show you what is HTML and CSS, how to create a web page in HTML. So this is my Linux operating system. So I'm gonna just go in my first folder, and you can see I have a folder named here HTML and new. So in here I'm gonna delete my old file and create another new file. So open new document. Now if you are thinking I am doing this stuff in Linux operating system, but you have a Mac OS or Windows operating system, so the syntax is same here, process is same here, but the changes is only Linux operating system. So whatever I'm gonna do in here, you can do in your Mac OS or Windows OS, or even if you have an Android phone, you can download HTML Play Store app and you can learn HTML and CSS in your Android too. Okay, now let's talk about new file. Okay, I'm gonna create new file named index.html. Yes, the extension is here .html. So I'm gonna just create new file, and now you can open this file in any IDE or text editor. If you have a Notepad, Notepad++, Sublime text editor, PyCharm, any IDE or text editor. So in Linux I'm gonna just open this with mousepad. Now if you are thinking why we need to learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so just go in my YouTube channel and see my playlist. And in here you can see I upload a full series of Django full course. And in Django we really need HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So if you want to become a web developer or front-end and back-end developer, so you should learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Django if you love Python. Okay, and if you know the basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, so you should skip this video. And if you know HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so just go in my playlist and learn Django, because Django is a very magical package for Python for making a new website, new web application, and even if you need to start your business. Okay, so now let's move on our index.html. So I'm gonna write main tag in less than and greater than sign. Okay, the first tag is HTML. You can see the color is changed here, but if you are using Notepad, so color is not gonna change. So you can see the HTML. Yes, that's how we can write a tag in here in less than and greater than sign. HTML head, and we need to close our tags with slash. So I'm gonna close head and HTML. You can see how I'm gonna close HTML with slash and less than and greater than. Okay, so in here I'm gonna put another tag title and close in here title. Okay, this is our text, this is our tags in here. Okay, so now we are gonna make a body. So in here I'm gonna just create a body, put a body tag in here, and I'm gonna close the body. I forgot why in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna just save it, and here I'm gonna write a message like this is all in one code. Subscribe now. Okay, so this is my text in here which I wrote in my body tag. Under the body tag you can see. Okay, now I'm gonna save this file through Ctrl S. Okay, you can see my logo is changed here, and when I right click here you can see I have option open with Chromium web browser. Now if you are using Windows, Mac, another OS, so you can change the browser. Okay, I'm gonna use Chromium. If you are on a Windows, use Chrome, UC browser, any browser. Just open it with browser, and you can see my file is successfully opened, and there is a message showing up. This is all in one code. Subscribe now. So what it means, whatever we wrote in, whatever we write in our text file, you can see. I'm gonna just close my another file. Okay, whatever we write in here, it will be gonna showing in our site with Ctrl S. We just need to do is reload the site. You can see there's our new text in here. Okay, we successfully made our new web page. Now what we are gonna do, we are gonna add some title in here. So I'm gonna add a title in here. You can see this is my title all in one code. So I'm gonna save this, and in the title tag I wrote all in one code. I just saved it, and I'm gonna reload this, and then you can see there is a title showing up in here all in one code. There's our title. So that's how you can change the title. Okay, now let's change the text in here. Okay, you can see my text is too small, so I need to change my text. Okay, so I have a HTML have a 3 tag, H1, H2 and H3. So these 3 tags is help to H1. Full form is head 1, means bigger, head 1. If you know article writing or something, so I'm gonna write H1, and I'm gonna close H1 in here. You can see H1 started here and H1 closed in here. So I'm gonna save this file, and then I'm gonna reload my browser. You can see I got a new and bigger font in here. This is all in one code. Subscribe now. Now what happened when I change the H1 to H2? So it is gonna smaller, not a like H1. The text is gonna small. You can see the text is more small now, and when I write H3, so text is gonna small again. Gonna write yes H3. When I reload this file, you can see the text is small. Okay, I got S in here. What is problem? Okay, I put S in here. So don't mash up this file. Okay, I like H1 only because I like big text. So now what we are gonna do, I need to write this text in center. You can see this is not in center, so I need this text in center. So that's why I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just enter a center tag, center, and I'm gonna close the tag in here and save, open Chrome, and simply just reload the file. You can see my text in center now. You can see that's how you can change the font. Now let's add some color in font, and for that we have a font tag. In the font tag we have some arguments like color equal to I want blue color, so I'm gonna just enter blue. And if you want another color, so HTML has a full color code list, so just go in the Google and type HTML color, and you can see there's a lot of colors available in here. So I'm gonna go with blue. I want this blue. Okay, I'm gonna just choose this blue and just copy this code. You don't want to remember all the code, so just copy it and paste in here. You can see I just paste it. Okay, now the second, if you want to put a second argument, so the second argument is size. If you want to put size, width, height, there's a lot of tags available in font tags, so I'm gonna leave it for now. I just need is color, so I started font in here, so I'm gonna close the font in here, save this, and just open and reload. You can see the color is changed now. Okay, now if I want to change the size, so I'm gonna just go in here. You can put arguments anywhere, so I'm gonna just write size equal to, let's say I want 15px, so in the single quotation just enter 15 pixel. Px means pixel, or you can say 15%, whatever you need to enter, and just save it. I'm gonna open and reload. You can see the size is too big now, but this is too big, so I'm gonna just remove this size. You can change width, size, height, anything. If you want to put margin in here, you can do it too. Now what if you want to change the fonts? So font means, let's say, face. Now we have lots of face available. What is font face? Font face means change your font. Open your notepad in the format and font, or you can go in the internet too. It's your choice. You can see there's a lot of font style available, so I'm gonna just choose a randomly one font. Okay, I'm gonna choose Orbit because I like Orbit. This is not random, I know, but I like Orbit. So just copy the font in here. Choose any font, just copy the font and simply just paste in face. Okay, so this is my face Orbit. So save this and reload the file. You can see my font is now Orbit. This is still reloading. Okay, the font isn't changed because I haven't installed font in Linux. If you are using Windows or Mac, you can see your font is successfully changed. Let's try another font like Impact. Save, reload. Okay, the font isn't changing because I ain't download the fonts in Linux. Okay, so let's leave it for now. And if you are using Windows, so you can see your font is successfully changed. Okay, we learned simple things in here. Now let's talk about real stuff, Now what if you want to link the text, like what if you want to redirect the page when you click on the text? So let's make this. So there's too many way to create a link. So first we are gonna change the text into a link. Okay, so for that we have a tag, and in the a tag we have a href equal to. Okay, now in the equal to, you can see I put hashtag in here. Hashtag means I ain't put a link in here. You can put any website or your second web page link in here. So first I'm gonna leave it for hashtag. Okay, now I'm gonna add text here, click me, and I'm gonna end the a. Okay, save the file and let's reload the browser. You can see there is a single line showing up in here because this is a link file. When I click this, you can see the color is changed, and when I reload, and if I don't click this, you can see the color is like purple or something, and when I click this, you can see the color is orange. Okay, so this is the link. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in the internet, open my website vivek-all-in-one.000webhost-app.com. So this is my website. Okay, so I'm gonna just open this site, and now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this URL from clicking here, Ctrl C. This is my website. You can see Hindi dubbed cartoon and movies in here, which I dubbed, and you can buy discounted stuff from Amazon. You can see this is my website, and there's all my videos link available in here. You can go in here. You can see Python full course, Android Studio full course, Django full course. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy this link URL, and now I'm gonna open my text editor and remove this hashtag with my link. Okay, save the text in here and open browser. Okay, I'm gonna close this and reload this. Okay, whenever I am gonna click in here, you can see it will be redirect in. I'm gonna just click here, and you can see I'm redirected in my website all-in-one-code.000webhostapp.com. So that's how you can put link in your text. Now what if you want to add a link in image? So first we need to see how to add an image in our web page. So for that we are gonna use img src tag, src equal to or image address in here, and simply I'm gonna first download the image. This is my logo.jpg. This is my image, but you should remember one thing. If you are adding an image in your HTML web page, so you should put that image or file in one directory only, or else you should enter the path of that directory in your src tag. So let's just add an image. You can see this is my image logo.jpg. So just save and reload the file. You can see the image is showing up, but this is too big image for my web page. So I'm gonna just slow down the image, means I'm gonna change the image size. So size equal to, I'm gonna just enter 15 px is okay for now. So 14% is good for now. So save and reload. Okay, it isn't changed because I need to change the width too. So width equal to 10%, and I'm gonna change these two to 10. Let's see what we got. Reload the page. Oh, you can see we got 10% of full page size image. Okay, I think it isn't work, so I'm gonna remove the size. Okay, let's see what we got now. Okay, this is good. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna center my image so it is look good, center, and close the center, save, reload. You can see this is look good now. So that's how you can put an image in your web page. So now what, I'm gonna make an image into a link. So for that I'm gonna use a href equal to https vivek all I'm gonna add link here, all in one .000 webhost app.com. okay, so this is my link, and href equal to not a, I put a wrong s in here, so I'm gonna just remove it. Okay, so I'm gonna close the a in here, so I just closed a in here. Save this file, open, reload. You can see when I go in image, you can see the arrow cursor is changed because this is a link, and you can see in here whenever I'm go my move cursor in image file, you can see there is a text http vivek all-in-one.000webhost.com. a link showing it up here means our image is successfully linked. Okay, I don't know, I put a right link in here, but let's try it. When I click this, you can see we got our site. We redirected in all-in-one code website. So that's how you can put a link in image and text. Okay, I know you are thinking this is too boring, HTML, I don't like HTML, but remember, this is the only basic. If you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, so you can move in Bootstrap. Okay, so Bootstrap is a very huge website designer for you. Now if you learn basics, only basic of HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so just move in Django, because in the Django playlist I showed you how to make a website in Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a very useful and easy. So that's how you can make a web page in your HTML. So now this is the basic of HTML. You don't need to learn more, but if you want, just Google it. Okay, this is the basic knowledge of HTML, and there is a lot of tags available in HTML. You don't want to remember all the tags, just Google whatever text you need. Okay, this is it for today's guys, but in the next video we are gonna learn CSS, not full CSS, just only basic what you need, and then we are gonna start JavaScript. So this is the first JavaScript program, and in this video we are gonna learn first program hello world, and for that I have a two way to do it. First is internal and second is external. So this is my PyCharm IDE. If you have a PyCharm Ultimate, so this is good for you, because in the PyCharm community version you can't access JavaScript. means you access, but PyCharm isn't gonna help you. Like when you click Ctrl S space, so it isn't gonna show you the all objects, parameters and properties. So that's why go in the link in the description and download PyCharm community version, PyCharm ultimate version with Get into PC free. So now I'm gonna create my new HTML file. So that's why we need HTML, because we are gonna learn JavaScript through HTML. So this is my first file, index.html. You can see when I create HTML file in PyCharm, so it will be showing me the basic body of HTML. So I'm gonna remove the title because we don't need the title for now. So save the file. Now we got two ways to do it. We have a two way to access JavaScript file. The first is internally. Let's see first internally process. So for that we are gonna do, in the previous video I showed you how to create a link of text. So now we are gonna link a HTML. It means we are gonna just create script, because JS is a scripting language, and if you want to link the CSS, so you should do is style. So first we are gonna script and type equal to text and JavaScript. So that's it. You can see the process: script, type equal to text and JavaScript, and end the script. Now in here we are gonna do some changes, means we are gonna print our first hello world program, and for that we have a JavaScript has a object named document and document dot write. If you are using Python, you know the document is a object and the write is the function. Let's say hello world. So this is our first JavaScript program. So if you know any object oriented programming language, so this is our object, this is our function, and function has parameters, means arguments. So this is the simple way to print hello world. So I'm gonna just save it and open in Google Chrome. This is open and we have a problem. Oh, I forgot slash. Okay, this is a right slash. Okay, save the file and open it in Chrome again and reload. And boom, we got hello world in here. And yes, you can put this special character in here, or if you don't, save the file and reload. Let's see what we got. And you can see we still have hello world printed in here. So it is not important. If you don't want to use this, it's okay, but it's good habit to do it. Okay, now in here we also can add tags in here like h1. You can see I put h1 and another HTML tag center. If you don't know what have I done here, just go in the previous video and check out my HTML video. So h1, and I'm gonna close the center and close the h1. Okay, in here I'm gonna write subscribe now. So this is my text in here. I start h1 and center tag and I end h1 and center tag in here. So save the file and open browser, any browser, and reload the web page. You can see subscribe now in center, and text is huge because of the h1 tag. So that's how you can add also tags in write function. Now that was just an internal process. What if you have a big program of JavaScript? you can just write in here in HTML. You can see this is all mesh up. So that's why you want to do is create another file in same directory and name it. I'm gonna name it app. Okay, JavaScript.js. Yes, the extension is .js. Remember it. Enter, and this is my JavaScript file in here. So I'm gonna copy this command. Okay, cut it. This command with right click, cut and paste in here. Now save the file. Now let's try to run, but aren't you forget something? Because we wrote code in here, but how do we connect this text file with HTML? For that we have a same process. Just add some in script this line. So what we want to change is we want to link the javascript.js file in here. So for that we are gonna just do is we are gonna write src equal to, and in here src equal to name the file like javascript.js. Okay, that's how you can connect the another externally file into a HTML file. Okay, that's it. Save the file and let's open in browser. Let's see what we got. Let's reload this, and boom, we still have the font. It means our job is successfully done. Let's change in here like subscribe now in my YouTube channel. I don't know spelling of YouTube channel. Okay, let's save this and open browser and reload, and you can see we got subscribe now in my YouTube channel. I know the spelling of channel is wrong. Okay, so that's how you can add JavaScript internally and externally. So I'm gonna write operators in here. Okay, let's see what we got in our page. Refresh the page and boom, we got operators. Okay, now what is operator? If you know C, C++, Java, operator means plus, minus, division, multiplication, and that's all operators. We got logical operators, binary operators, and lots of, but I'm gonna talk about basic and useful operators. So let's start it. So first operator is summation, means sum. So let's say a equal to 10 in here and b equal to 20 in here, and I'm gonna write, but document dot write a plus b. So this is our operator. You can see this is our operator. Operator always used in middle of operands. So let's save this and reload this, and we got in here 13, and let's comment in here plus. Okay, and that's how you can do minus. So just change the operator in here, minus. Let's see what we got in here. You can see we got minus 10. Okay, just remove this, save and open Google Chrome. You can see we got a minus 10. So that's how you can use operators. Okay, we got plus, minus, and the division, multiplication, division, and so on. So okay, let's talk about some real stuff. Okay, first important operator is less than. Okay, so let's save and open and reload. You can see we got true here. What is true? I talked about boolean in the previous video, and boolean is always written true or false. It means if a is less than b, the answer is true. If a is not less than b, so the answer is false. Okay, let's change the value. 15, okay, no, 55 is less than 20, so no, so the answer is false. Let's try reload, and you can see we got false in here. So this is the first operator, less than, and that's the same. We got greater than. A greater than b means a is big than b. So let's try save, open, refresh, and boom, we got true because a is bigger than b. You can see. So this is a less than and greater than operator. And then we got a equal to operator. Is a equal to b? So let's change the value of b. 55. So a equal to b means a equal to b. So the return is true. Let's see in here, reload this, and boom, we got true. And let's change the value of a or b, any once variable. Okay, 10. So now a is not equal to b, so then we got a false in here. You can see we got a false. Okay, and that's how we got another. We got and. Let's try and. We got and equal less. We got a less than equal to and greater than equal to. Let's try that. Okay, less than equal to means here, what if a is 10 and b is 10? Okay, and let's try only less than. So what is gonna happen? We got a false in here because a is not less than b. Why 10 is not less than 10? But let's say a less than or equal to means smaller or equal to, so return is true. So let's try now. We got a true. So that's how we can use less than equal to, and we got a greater than equal to. You can see greater than equal to, and we got a AND operator like AND. We got a module operator. There is so many operators available. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and you can check out all the operators and try it on your own example. Okay, we got a and, we got a or, we got logic. Now there is so many condition available in JavaScript, but condition is same as all the programming language like C, C++, Java, Python. Okay, so condition is help to do a condition between two operators, so operands. So let's remove this and let's type in here conditions. Okay, so this is the condition. So how we are gonna use? So first condition is if condition. If you know C++, so you basically know what is if else, switch case. So let's see first if condition. So let's say we got a equal to 10 in here, b equal to 20 in here. Okay, a equal to 10 and b equal to 20. Now in the previous video I told you about operators, so we are gonna use operators in here. So the condition is if a is less than b, so the true print a is less than b, and b is less than a, so print b is less than a. Okay, so this is a simple program in here. So if and in the bracket just enter A is less than B. So do documents dot write A is less than. You can do anything, even you can type logic in here, you can write a function in here, but this is a basic thing, so I'm gonna just print in here. So A is less than B. Okay, so this is a simple program in here. If A less than B, so A is less than B, but else do what if this condition is not gonna true. What if here you can see 17. So what is gonna happen, this is gonna print, this is gonna simply I'm gonna paste in here, this A is greater than B. Okay, greater than B. So save this file. First let's say 10, save, open browser and reload. You can see we got A is less than B, but let's change the value now. Okay, let's say we got a 78 in here. This is random number, I know. Let's refresh and you can see A is greater than B. So that's how you can use if and else condition. There's a else if too, we are gonna see in the next video, but that's how you can use if and else condition. Now let's try another function in another program in here. So let's say let's make a mini program. If you know, some websites are age restricted, like if you are 18 plus, so then and then only you can access the site, or else you can't access the site. So we are gonna enter the input from user, and for that we have a variable age equal to windows dot prompt, and here you can type anything, enter your age here. Okay, so I know this is new for you, but just copy and paste in your computer. This is simply gonna this is simply gonna get input from user. So let's save this and let's first try it, what is gonna happen when we refresh this. You can see here, you can say localhost 63342 says enter your name in here. So when I'm gonna enter 18 here, okay, so it goes nothing because we ain't got program in here, and for that we are gonna add condition. But we got input from user. Whatever we input in here, let's say I'm gonna enter 18 here. So when I click OK, so it will be gonna store in my age in here. Okay, now let's add condition. If age is less than or equal to 18, so print write, but what write, document dot write you can't access the site because you can't access the site. That's enough. Okay, for now this is a simple logic, you know. Save this file. But else what we are gonna do, else this is a simple code. So for that I'm gonna simply print something like congratulations, or site open successfully. Site I'm gonna write site open successfully. Okay, this is a simple logic. If age is less than equal to 18, so you can't access this site, but else site opens successfully. I know this is a faulty program because we need to write a else if condition here, but we are gonna see in the next video. So let's open our Google Chrome, refresh this, and let's say I am a 10-year-old. So okay, so you can see you can't access this site, but if I refresh this and I write 18, because I wrote a less than equal to, I put less than equal to condition, so that's why when I click OK, you can see we still got you can't access this site message. Why? Let's reload this again. Let's say 15. Okay, site opens successfully. So why? When I put 18 here, so it isn't gonna open site. Let's say I wrote less than equal to. Okay, so that's why we need to else if condition, and that's why it isn't worked. I don't know why, but I'm gonna crack this code. It isn't working, so that's why I just enter 70. Okay, 70 is good. Let's try 18. Okay, the site opened successfully. I don't know why it isn't worked less than equal to, but this is good for now. And that's how you can use if and else condition. And let's talk about loops. So what is loops? So I'm gonna just write loops in here. Okay, and I'm gonna change these. Okay, loops. So I'm gonna save it. Okay, this is a loop. I'm gonna write a equal to 10 in here. This 10 is integer. Okay, so now what we are gonna do, let's say what if I need to print this a 10 times. Yes, 10 times. So what I'm gonna do, I need to do is I want to print this one by one, like a, this is 1 times 10, and then I need to do is copy this code, paste, and paste and paste and paste and paste. You see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. You can see the code is huge, and when I save this, we got a in here. Refresh this, you can see we got 10 times 10. But what if I need to print this 10 100 times? No, 1000 times. Let's say 1 lakh time. So what we need to, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print. No, this is not good, because you can see the program is too big because of the print statement. So that's why we need a loop. So we got 3 types loops in here: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, we got 3 loop: for, while, and do while. But the important loop is only for and while. So we are not gonna learn do while because this is old now. So first loop is for loop. Okay, so in the for loop, what we are gonna do, is, let's say first we learn a while loop, because if you learn while loop, you automatically know for loop. Let's say I need to print the a equal to all in one code 100 times. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a space in here. I need to print this 100 times. So I'm gonna take another variable n equal to 10. Okay, now I need to print all in one code 10 times, so that's why I take a variable 10. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a while loop. So while, this is a condition, bracket in here, you need to write a condition in here. So the condition is a less than, okay, we are gonna take another variable I equal to 0. I equal to 0 means I value is 0. I value 0, I go to the n. Okay, so it simply means I less than equal to n. This is operator. If you don't know about operators, just check out my previous video. Okay, this is our condition. What condition say is I is however and whenever I is smaller than n, loop is looping. Mean this function is looping, printing and printing, but when I value is bigger than n, loop is stop. So how we are gonna increment this I value? So we have another operator I plus plus, but in here we are gonna just simply use I equal to I plus 1, means incrementing the I value. So what have I done here? You can see first I equal to 0 in here. You can see I equal to 0 in here, but you can see the condition in here. If this is the condition, if I less than or equal to, let's say, less than 10, the condition is printing and we are gonna increment the I value. So I'm gonna print output to I equal to I plus 1. What is it means? So let's say output here, output in here. So this is output. Okay, let's print first I. So first it is gonna check the value. Is I is less than 10? You can see this is I. 0 is less than 10. So we are gonna print the I. Okay, we are gonna print the I. So first it is gonna print I means 0, and then I equal to I plus 1 means 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So I equal to, we got 1. Now again condition is checking, 1 is less than 10. So yes, it is gonna print the 1. So we got 1 in here, and then increment I equal to 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we got I equal to 2. 2 is less than 10. So we got 2 and 3 and 4 and then till then 9. Now why 9? Because we put less than here, but we put less than or equal to in here. So we got 10, 2. So let's try this in here in the real program. So let's just first print the I. Document dot write I. Okay, this is a simple code in here. Save this file, open browser, reload this. You can see we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that's how you can use a loop in here. Okay, if you don't want to print I, so you can simply just print A. A is all in one code. So let's just save and print. You can see we got all in one code 10 times in here, and you can see the code is too short in here, means we got to reduce the program. Okay, let's say we want to print 100 times. Save this code and reload this browser. You can see we got all in one code 100 times. Okay, let's say 1000 times. I'm gonna add another 0 in here. Save. I don't know it is gonna supporting or not. You can see we got a 1000 time all in one code. That's the way to, that is the magic of loops. That's how you can print all the message, and loop is looping. Okay, that is a while loop. Now what if you need to do this thing in starting the loop? you don't need to write this in here, you need to write in this in here. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna just simply use a for loop. I know for loop is better in Python, but this is JavaScript, and here for loop is same as C and C++ and Java. Okay, so for I equal to 0, so that's why we don't need I in here. So variable I equal to 0, and this statement I less than or equal to n, and this statement I plus plus. So this is the body of for loop, and in here you can print the code. So we are gonna just print the document dot write, let's say I want to print A. Okay, and the code, let's save, let's open. You can see we still got all that code in here. It means our code is successfully run. Let's put I in here, let's print I. Let's reload this file page, and boom, we got, you can see 0 1 2 3 4 to the 1000. You can see in the last value is 1000, and that's how you can use for loop and while loop. And the third one is do while loop, but it isn't useful that, so the best loop is while loop and then for loop. So that's how you can use loop. And that is it for today's guys. In the next video we are gonna learn about functions. Now this is a very important part, function. You can see we are not just coding, we are just not write code like a slaver, we use a smart work. So what is function means, let's just change it here, functions. Okay, so what function does, so the function is a way to create our program step by step, and function is help to reduce our code, and function is a mini program. Okay, what am I saying, let's say I equal to A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. So this is a basic operation we are gonna doing here, but function is a better than this. So I'm gonna just giving you example, so don't comment me why we need this again and again. Okay, so let's just say C equal to A plus B. Okay, this is our code, this is our main program. This program is like hurt, we need this program again and again and again. So what, I need to write this program again and again and again. What, I'm gonna take a loop for this? No. What if we need to do, whenever I want this program, I'm gonna just call it, like I'm gonna name it, let's say name sum. So when I call sum, this program is gonna run. So how we can do this, and for that we have a function. Okay, let's just print write. Okay, let's make a function in here. Okay, there's two types in function. First is with argument and the second is without argument. So let's see first without argument, function without arguments. Okay, this is the function without argument, and for that JavaScript has a keyword function, and then you need to write your function name, that says sum, and this argument bracket in here, and go in the function. So this is the body of function. This is a simple body of function, and in here you can write your any logic and program, big or small, any program in here. So let's say A equal to 10, B equal to 20, and write documents dot write A plus B. Okay, this is the function. Let's run this, but it isn't gonna run because how to call that function. Let's see how to call that function. In here we are gonna call this sum function, and the simple way to call this is sum. You can see that's how you can call the any function. Okay, now let's save and run, and boom, we got a 13 in here. Whatever you write in your function, it is gonna print. Let's say sum is, okay, save this and let's reload this. You can see sum is 13. So that's how you can make a function, and that's how you can call the function. So this is the body of our function. You can see these things in here. We are gonna add arguments in here. We are gonna see it later. And this is our created function. You can see this is the body of function, and there you can write a logic in here, and in here you are gonna call the function. So this is so easy. And now you are gonna see the magic of function. You can just call in only one time. You can call however time you need to call. So let's save this. I am gonna run this function again. You can see we got sum 30, sum 30. But what if we are gonna take a loop in here for I equal to variable I equal to 0, I less than, I need to print 100 times this function. So this is the magic of programming, smart programming, and I++. Okay, and I'm gonna simply just call the function sum. Okay, save this, and boom, you can see this is gonna print 100 times this function. So this is the simple function of without arguments. But what if you need to do is, let's say I'm gonna first remove this. What if you have a variable in here, like you have a equal to 15 and b equal to 20. Okay, you need to sum. You just need to sum of this value only. You don't need this value. Why you are gonna add value in function? Okay, remove this. Whenever I call function and whenever I put this value, I need to sum this value. Okay, so how we are gonna do this? And for that, just write a and b, declare variable in here. This is so simple. And whenever you call function, like I called sum, you just need to add a parameter in here. Okay, a and b. So what is just happened? You can see I made two variable in here, a equal to 15 and let's say a equal to I want 5 and b equal to 5 2. Okay, or I whenever I call this function, this 5 goes in here, this 5 is gone in here, and this 5 and this 5 a and b go in here and b, and then we got a plus b, 5 plus 5 10. So let's save this and open the browser and just refresh. You can see we got 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. So this is the magic of function. This is the parameters arguments in here. You can see we don't need to initialize a variable here because we already initialized the variable in here in the argument. This goes in here and this b goes in here, this 5 goes in here and this b5 is goes in here. Okay, so this is the simple and basic function, and that's how you can create a function parameterized and without argument. Means you can say arguments and without arguments. So this is the argument function, function with arguments, or you can say parameterized function. And you know we are using function in the previous video, and in the previous video. Even when I created this JavaScript playlist, you can see in the first video I used a function. You know where is this function? Yes, you guessed right. This is the function write. You can see this is the write function, and A and B is the parameter. You can write any parameter in here, like if you write document.write and string. So what? String is a parameter, and you can see the dot means this is the object and this is the function. Now how to make an object, how to make a class, we are gonna see in the next video. But that is it for today's, guys. If you learned something, like, share, subscribe and comment my YouTube channel. Check out my description. Comment for next video, and thank you.